Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrible Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And it's this time of year when we try to be thankful for the things that we have. Some of the people that haven't really gotten the help that they've needed to rebuild their homes, they haven't maybe had as much to be thankful for, but I can tell you, the group that's making a difference, the Bayou Community Foundation, I'm so very thankful for what y'all do. And welcome back, Jennifer. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Keith. It's delightful as always to be with you and to share some really great news about our Rebuild South Lafourche and Rebuild Grand Isle efforts.
Well, I know that the Rebuild Terrebonne went very well. Even when we had some last minute needs, you guys stepped up and said, whatever we can do, send us the information. Let's get an application. And y'all made things happen. I could not be more excited about the help and work that y'all are doing in South Lafourche and Grand Isle.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. We're delighted to have our wonderful Amish volunteers from Mennonite Disaster Storm Aid and CARE. Both groups arrived in the past month and are already busy building homes and lives in our community, is what we say. They're bringing their hearts, their hands, and their hammers to make a real difference in our community. Rebuild South Lafourche kicked off last year, but we're really expanding it this year. Bayou Community Foundation, through the gifts of donors from our area and throughout the country, we're investing $2.3 million to build up to 20 new homes in South Lafourche and up to 5 in Grand Isle and over 100 home repairs. What people perhaps in Houma and Thibodaux and some of our more urban areas might not realize is that people down the bayou are still suffering 2 years after Hurricane Ida, living in conditions they just shouldn't be living in. So we're delighted to have these great volunteers with us through May to build homes and repair homes for those folks.
And some of these shots are some of the things that are being done in South Lafourche.
Yes, exactly. This is one of our homes in Galliano. This family here, their home was completely destroyed by a tornado that ripped through Galliano during Ida. They returned home to nothing, and they applied to rebuild South Lafourche. They are a family in need without the financial resources to rebuild on their own, and we're building a home for them. Here's our first home that will be completed. We'll celebrate a home dedication in Cutoff. It's Miss Eloise Vizier's home off the 4 lane in Cutoff, and we'll celebrate a grand opening of that home in January. And there's some more of our residents in Galliano. She's holding up a picture of what was left of her home when they arrived back following the storm.
Oh, my goodness.
And so exciting to see volunteers coming down to help those in need.
Well, and listen, you made a really good point earlier. It's not just about rebuilding homes. It's about restoring lives.
Yes.
And that's what this is about. I mean, I can tell you just some of the people that I've worked with and seeing some of the conditions that, quite frankly, they had an option to live near their family in a broken home, or they were in a facility or a nursing home. And some of them are like, you know what, even if the home's not really as livable as I'd like it, they would choose to do that. And I know you and I seeing those kinds of things. And then you guys being the saviors to help the day, and save the day for those people, it's just been remarkable. So raising that money is awfully important. So if people are interested in donating, Jay, put that first flyer up where we can talk about how people can donate. So if you want to give, you can. There's been lots of people doing their donations, Rebuild South Louisiana, the Bayou Community Foundation, again, putting forth more than $2 million. But they can donate to rebuildsouthlafourche.org.
Yes.
And so right now, that's the campaign that's going on right now.
Right. We also have a companion, rebuildgrandisle.com, and I don't have a graphic for that, but anyone interested in supporting our efforts can go to rebuildsouthlafourche.org, rebuildgrandisle.com, and see more about the program and give. This is a picture of Miss Donna Baker. She is the postal carrier for Grand Isle.
Oh, my goodness.
She plays a vital role.
Right.
Her home was destroyed during the storm, and she had no means to rebuild on her own. We had this dedication for her this past summer. She was one of 3 homes that we were able to build last season, and we're hoping to build up to 5 more on the island this season.
5 additional ones.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So we're really trying to make an impact on these underserved communities where people, as I said, are just still struggling.
I said something to somebody last night. There's people who use the word try, and they use that as an excuse to fail. you guys are doing.
Well, thank
There's
you.
a huge difference.
Thank you.
And the fact that you are so very frugal with the money and what you do with it, and having the Mennonites come down and the other group that's coming down as
Yeah,
well.
well, they're both. It's another Amish group.
Amish group,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
And just so very excited to have those groups down here and what they're doing, and just kind of giving up of their time and
Right.
their talents, and quite frankly, how beautiful those homes
I
are, right?
know. And they are storm resilient, which is even better. Built to withstand 150 mile per hour winds, have fortified roofs and windows. We're really building homes that can withstand future storms and help build the resiliency of our whole community.
Yeah, I love the fact that the people that work down on Grand Isle, the postmaster down there, and being able to help other people in what she does, in the event that we have another storm, and we're hoping never to have one like this again, but if we do, some people can shelter with her.
Yes, you are
Because
right.
she'll have one of the best fortified homes, one of the ones that are built here. Closing seconds here. Anything else you want to add, Jennifer, about what y'all are doing?
Yeah,
and how good
I
that
just
feels?
want to extend our gratitude to all the donors who have invested in Bayou Community Foundation to help us create a diverse and robust community where all can thrive. That is our focus. And by investing in Bayou Community Foundation, your one gift can help so many. And we are pleased to be in that role and be able to share the blessings with our entire community.
Well, as a social worker in the community who said we have a need and you guys come in to fulfill that need, I could not be more appreciative as a member of this community. Thank you for what you do and
Thank
what you're
you.
doing for ours. All right. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment. Don't go anywhere. A lot more Bayou time when we continue.